All right, here's our materials. We've got some 13 millimeter sling band, some Honduran mahogany, and a 3/16 1/4" spear shaft. Gonna get a flopper for that, and then we'll also need some constrictor cord to tie the band to our sling. Let's get started. Okay guys, all I've done so far is I've cut my 18-inch length down to 8 inches. This is going to be my main shaft where the spear flies out of. Now I've just got some centering lines on here, and I'm going to drill a hole all the way through, or as far as I can go. The goal is to get all the way through though. You want a nice straight hole, and I've got a drill appropriate to whatever shaft I'm using. It's going to be a 1/4" shaft, so I'm using about a 300 thousandths drill, and that should work nicely. Let's see how it goes. Got the hole in. Looks nice and straight. On to the next. All right, next step. I've got quite a bit of material here. I'm gonna try to take the circular saw and just cut off some excess real quick and get it roughed out to some smaller shape that I've got in here. I'll have to do that a few times. Again, try not to lose any fingers. Let's do it. Next step, I'm gonna be just cutting a length for the handle part. I've got it at 4.5 for mine. And yeah, just gonna cut that up, see how it fits. All right, got it cut up. Length feels right. Now, as you can see, I got a hole in this one. This was a trial piece. Didn't go so well. Got a little step inside the hole, tried to drill it from the other side. Lesson learned. But I'm just gonna cut this down the middle and then sand off so I have a nice clean blank for making the handle out of. So I'll try to do this without cutting my fingers. Next up, handle width. Now, dialing in the angle of the handle. I'm gonna do a nice 25. I think that'll look decent. Okay. Probably be something like that. All right guys, my apologies. Got a little too vested into what I was doing. Forgot to show you, but what I've done is I've just created a dovetail for my handle that'll slide into the main shaft, or the main part of the sling. Just like that. So now I'm gonna make the female side on here. All right guys, in the process of making the female end for the handle. So I've got a groove kind of milled out here. Just gonna now run the dovetail cutter on either side and get it to the right dimension to fit this nice and snug. Let's get to it, see how it comes out. All right, got the handle in. Fits nice and snug too. Now just gotta glue it in and then do some sanding and stuff, obviously. Get this down to a nice profile that we want. And go from there. Okay guys, the next step I'm gonna do is just create a groove going around the entire sling towards the back section, so I have an area to secure the bands. Doing that. Got the groove cut in. Now I'm just basically going to start sanding some profiles in. Plan to have a more circular section in between here. You know, maybe incorporate in a little sight at the end. Keep it square in the back. And get the handle a little profiled out so that it's nice and comfortable and not just this big chunky sharp block. So that's what we're going to be doing next. All right, we got a decent starting profile for the handle. Probably groove in some notches and stuff. Definitely feels a lot more comfortable now that the corners are gone. So continue with that a little later, and I'll switch over to this guy. All right, so I got a little bit more of the profile kind of nailed down. Feels pretty comfortable. Starting to look better. Keep on sanding. Okay guys, trying to do my best to stay up to date with the camera without forgetting, but to pick up where we left off, I finished the final sanding, got everything down to a profile that I was happy with. I went ahead and I glued the handle into its dovetail slot. And then I went ahead and took a torch and just kind of made a few, you know, burn marks to give it some aesthetic look and whatnot. Made a little stingray engraving right there. And now we're on our first coat of poly. So this is actually, it's the water-based equivalent of polyurethane, but that's what we got, so that's what we're gonna use. First coat done, just about to put on the second coat. It's coming out really nice. Very happy with it. So keep on going. So I didn't show you guys how I made this because it's pretty simple, but I'm gonna show it to you. This is the release for the Hawaiian Sling. The band is gonna go through this hole right here, and the spear rests in this counterbore right here. So the spear will go into there, you pull it back, and it'll go with it. This is just a piece of 316 that I had lying around. Drilled a hole in the top of it. Started off as a square, drilled a hole in the top, or a bore in the top, a hole through it. And then I just grinded the shit out of it until I had it into a profile that I liked, and then I polished it up. So that was pretty much that. And just wanted to show you guys this component. All right, this concludes the final video for the build. As you can see, I finished coating it up with the urethane. Went ahead and cut a section of spear gun band. Used constrictor cord and a constrictor knot to just secure it in that groove that we made. Tied off the ends to try to keep it from wanting to slide out when it gets drawn back. So yeah, guys, that's it. Start to finish. This is the little travel spear that I'm working on here. Just got 2 threads. I'm hoping to try to get it to screw together so that I could take it in a suitcase. It's a little over 2.5 feet long, so that's the goal. But ultimately, I'll have a solid spear just for general use. But yeah, it works. Seems like it works great. Bands pull back nice. Feels sturdy and solid. So really stoked with how it came out. Stay tuned for some videos. Hopefully get out there in the water and shoot some fish.